Hello there, welcome to the AS Maths Pure June 2023 paper. Here we're looking at question 9. Use the law of logarithms to solve this equation here. Okay, let's give myself plenty of space. So in this equation here, the first thing we have to do is the multiplier rather than the subtraction or an add. So we have to move the 2 inside the logarithm as a power. So this is one of the rules of logarithms. 3x minus 2 will be to the power of 2. So when you have a multiplier at the front of a logarithm, it can be moved inside the logarithm as a square. Then we'll finish off the rest of the equation. Okay, next we'll deal with the subtraction, and the subtraction, when it's applied to a logarithm, is going to go inside the bracket. So it's going to be the 3x minus 2 all squared divided by x equals 2. Excellent. Now to get rid of the logarithm, we now need to do 5 to the power of both sides. So the 5 is now effectively going to move to the other side as a power, as the base of a power, and the 2 will become the indice. So it's going to become 3x minus 2 squared over x equals 5 to the power of 2, and 5 to the power of 2 is 25. Okay, let's multiply the x onto the other side. So 3x minus 2 squared equals 25x. Let's now expand the brackets. So it's going to become 9x squared minus 12x plus 4 equals 25x. Subtract the 25x onto the other side. So 9x squared minus 37x plus 4 equals 0. Probably reach for the calculator here, or if I can factorize it, can I factorize this one? 9x and x. Yeah, I've spotted that 9 times 4 is 36. Put the 1 on that side. So we get 9x minus 1, x minus 4. So our two solutions here are x equals 1 over 9 and x equals 4. Is that right? Now we have to double check some of these values sometimes, because we can never have a log of a negative term. So we have to check in our equation whether both of these will give us negative numbers when we substitute them into the question, because you can't have log of a negative number. So if you start with x equals 1 over 9, then 3x minus 2 is going to give you 3 times 1 over 9 is a third. A third minus 2 gives you minus 5 over 3, which means that the question would be invalid when x equals 1 over 9. When x equals 4, 3x minus 2 will give you 12 minus 2 is 10, which would be a valid piece of algebra to have a valid value to be inside a logarithm. The other logarithm we should test as well, but that is just an x where we have two positives already. So that isn't a worry for us. It's the 3x minus 2 that we really had to check, because it was less easy to see whether we would have a positive or a negative value in there. So because when we substituted x equals 1, 9 into this first logarithm, it gave us a negative, this means that 1 over 9 is not a valid solution. So the only valid solution for this question is x equals 4. So there we are, that's the answer to question 9 with a total of 5 marks. Let's now move on to question 10.